Welcome back to another diecast showcase. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Fast and Furious Mix K. If you don't know what Mix K is, it is the second case or mix of 2025. We're going to take a look at it in all of its underwhelming glory, and we're going to start off with this. This is number 4 of 5. It is the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTA. There's that if you really want to find these. I personally wouldn't. This mix isn't very good, and I don't like being negative. I really don't, but it's not a good mix. And that's kind of what I want to talk about with this video is repeats, because this one's got 3 of them. Starting with this Alfa Romeo in orange from Fast 10. The casting debuted in 2017 probably. I think it debuted in premium. I couldn't tell you where it debuted. But this version of it in orange with the black striping has already been released before. It was in the 3rd mix of 2023, I believe. And from what I can tell, there is no discernible differences here. They are the exact same model. The only thing differing them from each other is the base code. So, oh, this is weird. It says T50A. There's an extra letter. Normally it's just S24. Or here, this one's S24. This one's T50A. They actually added a letter. There you go. That's the first model. It is a repeat. So I'm going to move that off the side. The second model here is the number 1 of 5, the Mazda RX-7 FD. On the base, it actually says the 95 Mazda RX-7. This was a basic casting, debuted in 2017, was it? I think 2017. Let's see what the base says. Copyright date 2018. Maybe it was actually 2018. I feel like it was No, it was 2017. The premium version debuted in 2019. Which actually debuted in premium in Fast and Furious. It was in that red livery that they re-released. And then it was in, I think, an orange. And now we have this white one. But it's also a repeat from the first mix of Fast and Furious from 2023. So this was Mix A of 2023. This one also says T50A. That's a bit weird. Deco is exactly the same. HKS. I don't know what that says. It's way too stylized for me to read it. Yokohama. Rays. It's got the gray 5 spokes. Backs are the exact same there with the taillights. There's the other side. Here's the front. Also exactly the same. Here is the top. Exactly the same. There is no discernible differences with this and its original release. Next one, it's number 2 of 5. It is the Nissan Skyline GTR BN R32, and this is the 3rd time they have released this in premium. This was in actually the very first mix of Fast and Furious Premium from 2019. That is also where I believe this casting made its premium debut. And then they re-released it again last year in the first mix with the AE86 and the Ford RS200. And it is exactly the same as its original version and the version before that. It is a repeat. In fact, it's the 3rd time they've released this in premium. They've also done a couple basic versions. And yeah, it is exactly the same. There are no differences. No interior difference, nothing. It is just the same car. So with this case of Fast and Furious, 3 of the 5 models are repeats, which I feel like is a bit of a ripoff. And because these aren't cheap, Hot Wheels prices have been going up and up over the last few years, and like doing repeats just makes these sets not worth it. And I don't know why they do repeats. It might be a budget thing. It might be so they can keep doing Fast and Furious, so that they can, prolong the life of this line and milk the cow as much as they can. But in this set, there are only 2 new models. And one of them is the 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat. This casting actually debuted in Fast and Furious. And I have that version right here. It's in this black. So it debuted in this black with these kind of stripes on the top that I guess maybe are supposed to mimic carbon fiber. I don't really know, but this was the original version. It's where the casting debuted We've seen several other versions. We've seen a green one, which was in Car Culture. I think it's going to be a super this year. I think it was leaked because it moved to basic in 2023, and I think it might be a super this year. But this one also gets the black 5 spokes. It's got the little gray Hellcat badge there. It's got some black window trim around it. You have that decal. I don't really know what that's supposed to be. Maybe it's supposed to be the engine. I honestly don't know. It's really blurry, whatever it is. You can see the grain in the graphics. There's the front. There's the back. And yeah, that's the model. I mean, it's a cool casting. This version's not bad. I don't know what that's supposed to be up there. But it don't look bad. Really doesn't. Actually, can the card art tell us anything about what that might be supposed to be? No, I think it's supposed to just be some decal, I guess. What movie is it from? Fast X. Great. All right. Well, there you go. Not bad, I guess. All right, this next one's a premium debut. It is a 1966 Chevrolet Impala from Fast X as well. And, well, it's kind of a premium debut. This casting debuted in the Silver Series. And actually, look at the base. It's got the weird oval that they do with, like, mainline cars. It's got that weird kind of oval-looking thing. But this was in the Silver Series in this color. And now, well, we get one with real riders on it. You have the front decal right there. Headlights and all that done up. You got the hood pins. Or the hood things done right there. Aren't those hood pins? I think they're supposed to be. Let's look at the card art. I feel like that's what they're supposed to be, but I'm not sure. We have a bunch of window trim in gray. We have the back done up with some more decals with the taillights and the Chevy badges and all that. And we got the 5-spoke kind of muscle car Real Riders. It's in a kind of a light purple. It's cool. It is a cool casting. It's got kind of a bit of a rake to it. It looks cool and I like it. It's decent. It's pretty cool. Actually, I do like this. The color's weird. It's like a lavender. It's a very, very strange color. But, yeah, super sport. Look at that. So, yeah, that's Mix K of Fast and Furious. And as I said, this mix is not very good. And the main reason is repeats. I don't know why. I don't know if, like I said, if it's budget or what it is, but the repeats just, you know, it's like, why? I don't know why they do it. I know there's a couple new castings coming out in Fast and Furious this year. I think they're doing a Koenigsegg and a Roadrunner. I don't know when those will show up, but they just, I feel like what they should do, because the first, like, few years they did Fast and Furious premiums, the mixes were, like, all new cars for the most part. Maybe you get 1 or 2 repeats thrown in, but now it's like half of the year of Fast and Furious premiums is repeats, and that's what it was last year. Exactly half of the line was repeats. And I feel like maybe they should, like, do like a couple more years of it with like all new cars, because there's still plenty of cars they can do from the movies, and then just retire the line, because these Fast and Furious cars are hanging like crazy because no one wants them and they don't care about the repeats. And yeah, that's my thoughts on this set. I really like Fast and Furious premiums. I've never seen any of the movies, but I just think the cars are cool, and I like collecting the Fast and Furious premium cars. But these repeats are quite a turnoff for me. And what do you guys think? Do you like the repeats? Obviously you don't. But do you wish Hot Wheels would just kind of stop doing Fast and Furious? Just kind of lay it to bed? I don't know. But yeah, that's the mix, and that's about it. See ya.